What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Friday edition of The Squeeze. I am Tyler Conium. Just off the top, a quick programming note. This will be the last Squeeze until Monday. I will not be recording a video tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. We are heading up to the cottage where the cell reception isn't the greatest, and it would be very difficult to post YouTube videos or anything of that nature, and just sort of taking a step back to recharge a little bit. I do take Tuesdays off for mental health, but aside from the Tuesdays and then when I was quite sick, been doing this 6 days a week for the last 4 months, and then the sports betting newsletter before that when it was the written iteration. So been burning the candle on both ends. We've got a 1-year-old daughter, we've got a full-time jobs, and I'm recording this at 6:45 in the morning, so I love it, and I'm going to keep doing it, but definitely feeling like, yeah, let's just kick back and have a couple pops and enjoy a nice weekend at the cottage. So this will be your final 3 bets for this week. We went 2-1 yesterday, and should also mention thank you to BetStamp, the sports bet tracker and odds comparison tool built by people who bet every day, such as myself. At BetStamp, you can verify lines and records, manage multiple books, and more. You can follow me on BetStamp. All my bets are tracked. All my bets are verified to be legit. And my favorite part is just the line shopping. Every book has a different line, so make sure you're getting your best bets at BetStamp. First BetStamp event, sponsored event, is coming up next Saturday, the 13th. I'll be at the Jays game, so I'll be sharing more details with that. Maybe if I see you there, you will get a free bet or two. So, 2-1 day yesterday. We had the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't even want to talk about it. We had them -1. They lost the game. They're down 0-2. We had the Golden State Warriors to win the first half by 2.5. They covered easily. They won that by 9. Smoked the Lakers in the second half. And I had thought I had the Stars crack in under 5.5. When I woke up this morning and checked, I was like, it landed at 6. No, I bet the Dallas Stars to win in regulation. So a 2-1 day, up 0.8 units. Just lost the juice on the Leafs game. So for the week, very good. We're up over 4 units. 3 bets today, only 1 hockey, and then we're going to go into baseball a little bit because, I don't know, man, I'm just a little bit, we've been doing very well with the NHL and the NBA playoffs, but you don't have the Oilers or the Knights tonight, in which I would have gone over, so if you do want to bet for Saturday, Oilers, Knights over. But there's just 1 hockey game tonight, then you've got Sixers in Boston. This series shifts to Philly, where they're the underdog, and Bede should play, but he looked terrible in Game 2. And then you've got the Suns and the Nuggets. The Suns are coming back home. They're down 0-2, so they should win, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with those games, and especially because I'll be following along but not really watching. I'm not going to bet those. I'm going to stay away from that. We're going to venture into a little bit of baseball. But to start, we're going to start with the New Jersey Devils and the Carolina Hurricanes, and I'm taking the Hurricanes to win Game 2. I don't think the Devils are going to even up this series. This is -110. Where's my line? -110 at Bet Rivers for the Hurricanes to go up 2 games to none. Carolina Hurricanes could win the Stanley Cup. Very underrated hockey team. Not the sexy pick because of the Carolina Hurricanes. They've played well, man. They smoked the Devils 5-1 in Game 1. They're coming off a 5-2 win against the Islanders. They beat the Islanders, pretty easily in 5 games. They're just playing very, very well. They're a well-oiled machine. They're a well-oiled team. Not to say the Devils aren't, but again, I just like Frederik Andersen a little bit more. I know it's just weird to say being a Leafs fan. Hurricanes were, again, 31-11 at home on the season. Devils were a great road team. Just think Carolina's a little bit more complete team. I think that this game might go 6 or 7, but I think this could be a home series. Road teams have been very good in the playoffs. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. Call this a feeler bet. Feel free to fade this one if you want to. Riding a bit of a hot streak, and I just think, you know what? Carolina's a little bit of a favorite. They're at home. They're on home ice. I think they're going to take this game. We've got the Carolina Hurricanes to win Game 2 for -110 at Bet Rivers. Let's get to baseball. Blue Jays, Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates are my favorite National League teams. When I played Little League when I was a kid, I was on the Pirates, played for almost 10 years, and I was on the Pirates, I think, 7 times. So always loved the Pirates. Great stadium. Taking over 9 here. The Jays are just got swept. A 4-game sweep at the hands of the Boston Red Sox, where you had totals go over 8.5, over 9.5, over 9.5, over 10. Oh, by the way, they also lost the last game to Seattle, over. There were 16 runs, 11, 13, 11, 18. Not good. Chris Bassett goes to the mound tonight for the Jays, and I don't know, man. I haven't been liking what I'm seeing out of Chris Bassett. I think he's got too many pitches, but I mean, this guy he's a veteran. He won 15 games last year. He's been a starter forever, but he's got so many pitches, and they're just not really working. His last time out against Seattle, he gave up 4 earned runs. He's given up 9 this season previously. He has pitched 6 innings, into the 6th. He's completed 6 innings in 4 of his last 5 outings, but he just hasn't pitched well. He's walking guys. He had 4 walks. He's got averaging 2.7 walks in his last 6 starts, which is not good at all. I think the Pirates can score a run. Pirates are good. Pirates are 20-12. Pirates are 15-15 to the over. Going to the hill for the Pirates is Rich Hill. He's a lefty, which I always like. The Jays have a ton of right-handed bats. They're crushing lefties. And on the season, Rich Hill has an ERA of 4.18. He did have a good outing last time, but it was against Washington. He's had a good outing against Cincinnati. When he's played these teams like Houston, he's given up 7. When he's played Chicago, he is Chicago. No, when he's played Chicago, he gave up 7. So I like the Jays to rebound here. They need a win, man. The bats actually don't need to get going. The bats have been okay. They've scored 5, 3, 6, 5, 8. It's their pitching that's hurting them. So I'm going to ride the trend here. They've gone over in 5 of their last games. I like the round number of 9s. We've got some push potential if it's a 5-4 final or a 6-3 final. Jays haven't been great on the road. They're 9-11. Pirates have been good at home, 9-4. So I'm taking this game to go over. I think Bassett and Hill could give up a bunch of runs here. So over 9. That's -104 at FanDuel. And your last bet, we're going Chicago White Sox versus the Cincinnati Reds. We've got a 10-22 White Sox team and a 13-18 Reds team, and I'm taking the Cincinnati Reds to win this baseball game on the money line. They're the underdog. It's -104 at FanDuel. This is a home game for Cincinnati, and they've got Hunter Green on the mound. Bit of a strange line. Cincinnati's got the better record. They're 9-6 at home. The White Sox are 4-12 on the road. Hunter Green's 0-1, but he's got a 2.89 ERA and a lightning fastball. And then you've got Lance Lynn, who's 0-4 with a 7.16 ERA. He's been absolutely terrible. So when you look at Lance Lynn's recent starts, he gave up 4 to Tampa, 4 to Toronto, 5 to Philly, 3 to Minnesota, 8 to San Francisco. You can say, yeah, well, he's been pretty good. I mean, he was 8-7 last year with an ERA under 4. In 2021, he was 11-6 with a 2.69 ERA. That's great. What has he done this year? Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Then you've got Hunter Green, who, again, he doesn't win because the Reds are, pretty terrible. But in his last start, he went 5 innings, gave up 0. He's only given up 1 earned run in his last 3 starts. He did go 3 innings against Tampa. I'm not sure what that was about, but he went 6 innings against Pittsburgh, lost 2-0. Went 5 innings against Oakland, won 3-2. His teams have lost 5-4 to Atlanta, 5-2 to Philly, 5-4 to Pittsburgh. So Hunter Green is the best pitcher going in this game, and the Reds are just the better team. Just the money line, win by 1, maybe win 2-1, 3-2, don't really care, but hopefully Lance Lynn continues to give up a bunch of runs, and that is that. So that is your card for Friday. As a reminder, I am off this weekend, so good luck to you, but I've got the Carolina Hurricanes on the money line, -110 at BetRivers. I've got the Blue Jays and the Pirates to go over 9 for -104 at FanDuel, and I've got the Cincinnati Reds on the money line, -104 at FanDuel. As always, drop a comment if you're fading or following. You can follow me on Twitter at Tyler Connie for more picks and props throughout the day. TikTok and Instagram for just the picks portions, and your audio is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Have a great weekend, and let's talk sports.